Yeah.
We just did a 2K, just like to kind of like get a number for rowing.
Yeah.
And like Cooper came over from like lab management, and he's like, I don't know why everybody just like complains about the 2K. Like, it's really not that bad. I was like, okay, because like I get it. You could row 2,000 meters and it's not hard, but like if you know, like if you actually have done a 2K full effort and you know your time, and then you're trying to beat that time, like it's rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, be able to, like, pay something and know your capability and then be able to, like, push yourself to that is, I mean, everyone's been there. That's at least done CrossFit.
I think what's interesting that makes our sport a bit unique is that if you look at the Olympics and you look at the people finishing top 10 in the painful events, right? Like the actual, like the outdoor rowing, you know, the 2K run, the mile, whatever it is. Like, don't get me wrong, they're in a lot of pain. Like, I'm not trying to discount that. Triathlons. Yeah. They're so tuned in to that one specific thing that they need to do. It's just like, you know, even for like Dal and Jason Justin, like think of a workout that has like all of your favorite movements. No matter how hard you go, like, yes, don't get me wrong, it's going to hurt, but it's likely those movements that are kind of just on the outside of what you're really good at, but still good enough that you're efficient at it.
Yeah.
And also, I think because we're still pushing in these, like, you know, longer, like aerobic, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, but we have this like really high power output and this really high strength. Like, the way that we're getting the work done on the rower is like a different way than a professional rower is getting it done.
Yeah.
Like, he's leveraging different tools and different physiological systems, I think, that it's going to hurt us a lot more probably to get a similar or even a worse time than someone who's just so dialed in on that one thing. That's something that's what I think about. And I think that's what I kind of meant before. Like, I've been getting stronger and stronger. And then there's this mental thing like, okay, Brent, when you row 2K, it's going to take you whatever, low 6 minutes. And so I can still will myself to get there, but I haven't been putting in the work on that as much. And so I'm leveraging my power output per stroke in that first 3 minutes to get there. And then it's just so much more pain in that last 3 than, you know, 4 years ago or even 6 years ago, I probably could have rowed a similar pace, but my deadlift was worse. And so it didn't hurt as much, you know?
Yeah. Jason, you've almost rowed close to a sub 6, right? Like a 603 or 604?
603, yeah.
Dude, I
think James posted
why do I know all your numbers, Jason?
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I have that written down somewhere. Yeah.
603.
I do.
I do think I can go sub 6, but it would have to be at a competition.
Yeah, you're going to wait on that one?
That's impressive.
I have to have Dallin next to me.
That's getting like, I mean, you could go to like indoor heavyweight rowing and actually, like, you know, do all right, like place on worlds and stuff.
Yeah. That's about my 1K pace from the 2020 games.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
What did you row in 2020 for the 1K? You had to put up a good time.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't, you know, there was like a bubble of guys, and I think it was like 8th, right? And I was like, I was so close to like 3rd. Well, here, I got my laptop. I'll just look
that's
it up
right
for you.
where I was, but I was on like the right side of it. So like I think I might have been like 9th or 10th, but it was like right on the edge of a 20th.
Right, yeah. Which is still, you know, I mean, that workout is what it is, right?
Yeah, dude, that was so bad. My PR before that was like a 304, and like Adam comes out of like, so that was like my first games, and then Adam wanted to make it really special. Adam's been to like 10 CrossFit Games before, so he knows like how cool it is to like make that accomplishment of going. But it was COVID. We were in our gym, so he tried to make it super special. He created like a comp floor. We had like the whole gym there. We had like times and like announcers. Like, it was crazy. We got like someone there videoing it. It was like so cool for me. And he walks out on that event and he's like, all right, his goal is sub 3 minutes, and like just tells everybody like what my plan is. And I'm like, gosh, like if I don't go sub 3 minutes now, like I'm gonna look like an idiot. I think I went like 2:59.9, like barely made it.
I came 5th. I did 2:54 too. Oh, that's better than I thought. I was guessing.
No, that's not what I got. I was like, I think like a 2:59.8 or something like that. But I went sub 3 and I was stoked.
2:59 flat, but yeah, you were close to. I mean, 3:01 would have been 7 places, right? So.
Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah, it was cool. We had like the whole gym. I was like, all right, guys, like I don't want to like hit that adrenaline dump too early. So I was like, everyone needs to like I don't want people to like right when I start to be like yelling and going crazy. And I was like, Adam, just wait until like the 300 meter mark. And once I get to like the last 300, like let people like start going crazy, because that's what I'm going to go. And he tells people that. So then the first 700 meters, you could have heard a pen drop.
Dead
I
quiet.
was like, this is not what I wanted. So it was just so quiet. No music. Like, I could hear myself breathing. I'm like, this is so bad.
Just Fetty Wap on the JBL speaker, right?
There we go.
It was good, though. I
Don,
did it.
can you
It
crack
was-
3
it was
minutes,
pretty
you
cool.
think, on a 1K?
3 minutes or
I would-
250?
No chance.
250. Yeah. That'd
A
be-
125.
All right,
Did-
$1 million.
did Roman win with like a
$1 million or $10 million right now. 250.
Like to walk out into the garage.
You can warm up. Yeah.
$10 million. I'm gonna try.
I think he could probably do it. I think you'd be able to get 250.
You could, Jason.
Yeah, I think.
What
I
did
think
what
both
did
of you
Roman win with? Do you have that?
I think he
pulled up?
did that at 250.
It was crazy, man.
He was like a
It was like
248.
252. I thought it was a 252.
He just walked off. He just was like, yeah.
I think it was below a 250. Do you have it up?
249.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
249. 249.
You
I
guys,
want
put,
to say it was a 248,
you guys
dude.
putting bets.
249.
248.9.
Dude,
Wow.
how do
I
I
could-
know this?
I'm getting $10 million.
Yeah. Probably a damper 10 too.
yeah.
Definitely.
My favorite is when I
ridiculous.
like get a rower out.
20 strokes
after-
per minute.
That was like when Roman was in Russia, wasn't it?
Yeah, because his first live competition across the games was 2022. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
did it. Yeah.
I do remember that. That was nuts.